From our studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee.
Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thee, coming to you from our studios right here at Arnold's Park Amusement Park. Got an old friend of mine here today. We raised a couple daughters together at one time. Either his was at our house or vice versa. Mike Peschon is here with us today. And Mike, first of all, welcome. Thanks for being with me.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm looking forward to it, Jeff. And whatever you want to ask me for questions, I'll certainly be,
I'm just so interested because I've seen little stories that you've had on, your wife Linda's had on, about Mike's treasure hunting.
Sure.
And first of all, how you got started with this? Is it a hobby, something you've done since you were a kid, or how have you gotten going with this?
So fair question, Jeff. So been doing this for about 31 years, 32 years.
Like when you were a kid?
As a kid, yeah, exactly. But my wife's uncle had a metal detector, and it was in the back seat of his car one time, and I decided that I wanted to take it out. Didn't know what I was doing or what was gonna happen. So I went up to there was an eating resort at Wahpeton, the High Point there.
The High Point.
So I just started searching there, and I got up in the gravel road up there, and the very first coin I found, which is a pretty unique coin because I've only found 7 or 8 of them in 31 years, was a 1924 Standing Liberty quarter. So,
oh my gosh!
So that pretty well got me hooked.
That would pique your interest right there, wouldn't it?
A week later, I bought a metal detector, and so for 31 years I've been doing it now, Jeff.
Wow.
Yep.
You know, that's just amazing. And over those 31 years, now, have you upgraded your equipment? Are you using, or is it same old metal detector?
Sure. Oh, Jeff, I'm a creature of habit. The metal detector that I've had, I'm very used to. I've had it 28 years.
Okay.
So, and I know the new technology is better, just like everything else is, but I'm just kind of a diehard. I know how it works. I know how the machine beeps, and I know what to dig and pretty well what not to dig. And I've been pretty successful over the years, as far as finding lots of old coins, rings, jewelry. I found over 4,400 rings.
Wow.
In that time, so
4,400 rings.
Yeah, I keep track of them, and
I would too.
Yeah, and so my junk rings, I'll call junk rings to gold rings. The ratio is about 17-1. So for every 17 junk rings I find, and they're not really junk, then I'll find a gold one. So, Yep. The most rings I've ever found in one day was 28.
Wow.
28 gold rings in one day. So.
That
was all locally in Westlake, but it was after ice out when the ice pushed all the beach exactly.
Sure.
So it changed the whole bottom of the lake, and there was just rings everywhere. So,
wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's amazing.
Yep.
And so you find you find costume jewelry, and then you find the stuff.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you find costume jewelry, you find chains, trinkets, tokens, belt buckles, bullets, and speaking of bullets, Jeff, if you go up to New Ulm, Minnesota, Brown County there, I found the only carbon dated bullet to the 1862 Indian Uprising. They carbon dated it. I gave it to the curator of the museum, and I signed off to it. So it was the same band of Indians. Now, I'm not really into the Indians that much, but it was the same band of Indians that come from New Ulm to Spirit Lake. And
right.
Did the massacre there.
With
Abby. But you
Abby
find all
Gardner,
kinds of things. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Did you ever think this path would take you that you find historical things, you find valuable things, or did you think maybe I'll find some coins along the way?
Sure. I donated things to the museum in Spirit Lake, different hotel tokens, very old, one of a unique kind things.
Oh, sure.
I've donated the bathhouse tokens here to the Maritime Museum and some other things I found. I even found a set of gold teeth gold point out in the water one time. So you just never know what you're going to find. So
well, that'd be a heck of a thing. Be out in the lake and anybody see my gold teeth?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, and you've had the opportunity, and you said you've donated some of these to the museums and so forth. But you've had the opportunity to reunite people with things of their youth that never thought they would see again.
Absolutely. I'm a karma guy. Do a good deed, get a good deed down the road. I mean, I've always been that way. But I've had one pretty unique ring story that can I share with the segment here?
Yes.
I got a call about 15 years ago. I'll try to shorten it up a little bit, but some of the details are... It was from the old welder here in town, Mac, and he had lost his Masonic ring. His wife had died earlier, and he lost his Masonic ring. So, as a tribute to that, he had her diamond put in his Masonic ring.
Oh.
Well, he was out catfishing out north of Esterville in a 2,000-acre pasture, and I didn't think I'd have a chance of finding it because he didn't even know where he lost it.
Yeah, there's 2,000 acres.
Yeah,
to cover,
exactly.
yeah.
We searched and searched and searched, and for 4 hours, mosquito bites and everything. He hung his head down and he headed back to the truck, so in defeat. Well, I decided to meander back to the truck, helter-skelter. I was skipping across the pasture, and I got a reading on the metal detector and looked down in the grass there in the pasture, and there lay that Masonic ring with his wife's diamond in it. I mean, how do you explain something like that other than it was meant to be?
That's karma.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
a prayer. That's
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell him I found it when I got back to the truck. We had a 15-mile drive home, and I didn't tell him at all and stuff like that. I was trying to strike up a conversation with him, but he would not say a word and stuff like that. So when we got to his house, I said, Mac, I said, I've got something for you. And I reached in my pocket, and I gave him that Masonic ring with his wife's diamond in it.
Oh my
and
God, I can't even imagine.
He was a rough old character, and stuff like that, but he broke down like you'd never seen a man break down. So that's always good. So it's a good feeling.
So was it kind of on top yet? Where you get the ping and you had to dig in?
It wasn't. It was in what I call a bog. If you've ever walked a pasture when you were a kid, I call them camel humps.
Yep.
You've seen them. You probably know what I'm talking about.
I do.
It was laying right on top of one of the camel humps. And I was just meandering back. I had a half-mile walk back to the truck. So I was going helter-skelter, left or right, up or down, not paying any attention. And my coil is an 8-inch coil, and put it right over top of that ring. Like it was meant to be.
That is divine mercy. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
That's an intervention of some sort, Mike.
Yeah, and there's other stories like that too. But I found him returned 200 or 300 rings over the years. So,
wow. What types? Class rings?
Class rings need to have 3 things on them. They need to have a year, a date, and initial. If either one of those are missing, then you don't stand a chance. So, I have returned class rings to Bethesda, Maryland, to Texas, to California. Just found the owners and sent them back. So,
and these were all found locally then?
It's kind of hard telling. I found some in Wisconsin. I've dug rings from Aruba to Mackinac Island, kind of wherever I go and stuff like that. But it's just a very unique hobby.
It's a unique hobby, Mike, but it brings happiness, closure to other people. It is truly paying it forward.
On these ring recoveries, Jeff, it's you'd be surprised at where I find the rings in comparison to where people think they lost them.
Yeah.
Because I know it's right here. I find it 30, 40 feet from there. And I've made some amazing ring recoveries that I probably shouldn't have found, but I've also failed to find some easy ones that I should have found, so it goes both ways. Yeah.
Well, it's just a wonderful undertaking, Mike, and I'm just amazed by it, and I know KCAU is going to be doing a story on this as well. But
that's right, Tim Seaman come down and did a segment, so it's coming up.
Yeah, I said, well, you're a local guy, so I thought people would appreciate, because like I say, I see it on Facebook, and I'm just like, this is tremendous. We should be talking about this. Yeah,
sure. And, to return an item that means so much to somebody and stuff like that, that's what I like to do. I like to find rings and return rings to people.
Yeah.
So
unclaimed
rings are still in the safe,
Yeah, how cool. Now, as more and more people find out you do this and your success, it's kind of like one of those private investigators. So this guy's got it going on, and they contact you?
Yeah, I have in past worked with local police and trying to find and recover some stolen items, and been successful at that and that sort of thing. So, but I find a lot of stuff too, that is not treasure too, but so.
Well, what they say, one man's trash is another person's treasure.
That's right. Yep, so right.
Well, Mike, I appreciate you coming in. It's just a fascinating story. It's heartwarming as well, and I appreciate you sharing it with everybody.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the interview.
All right. All right. Michael, you take care of yourself, my friend.
Yep.
Mike Peschon here with us today on Okoboji Broadcast. We thank him for the heartwarming hobby that he has with treasure hunting, and we thank you as always for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast.
Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you by the Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake. Pure Fishing in Spirit Lake, Last Touch Painting and Cleaning, providing interior, exterior, house painting, and professional cleaning services in Spirit Lake. Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Attorney Bethany Brands at Brands Law Office in Spirit Lake. Ruthven Locker at the lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji. By Michael Thorson with Farm Bureau Insurance in Spirit Lake.